This is an extract from the book entitled Her Seed, The Amazing Love of the Extraordinary Father. The book reveals an exciting plot that existed before antiquity.
Jesus said in John 3:14 that he must be lifted up on a cross just as Moses lifted up the bronze serpent on a pole in the wilderness, Numbers 21:4-9. The serpent represents sin and bronze speaks of judgment. Jesus came in the likeness of sin to be judged on the cross, Romans 8:3, Philippians 2:7-8. Any man bitten by the serpent would not die when he looked to the bronze serpent, Numbers 21:9. Look to is not the same as look at. When we look to someone or something, we are pinning all of our hopes on that object of gaze. It is the only hope. Mankind has been bitten by sin. The only way to be healed is to look to Jesus.
Demand met supply on the cross. It was the law that lifted up Jesus on the cross. The law was the demand. Jesus was the supply. When demand meets supply, it is called equilibrium. When God met sin on the cross, it is called evangelium, gospel. It is just as done.
When God places a demand on man, he also supplies the resources for fulfillment. But when Satan puts a demand on us, he folds his arms and watches us fall. And when we are down, he will kick us some more.
Jesus is the only source of salvation, the only cure for that sin bite, Acts 4:12, 13:38-39, Hebrews 5:9, 1 Peter 2:7. Jesus himself said that when the Son of Man is lifted up, all people will be drawn to him, John 12:32. And all people includes both Jews and Gentiles, and therein lies the wisdom of God to extend the gospel to the Gentiles through the Jews' rejection of the gospel, Romans 11. I read the signal to mean sign.
Jesus said the people will get no sign except the sign of Jonah, Matthew 12:38-42, Luke 11:29-32. Jonah spent 3 days in the belly of the great fish. Christ was resurrected 3 days after his death. Therefore, the sign of Jonah points to his death, burial and resurrection.
I am thankful for the grace of God that is upon this nation. I am a Singaporean. In Singapore, we celebrate and embrace our diversity of backgrounds, languages, and beliefs. I have peppered this book with some seasoning of Singlish and added a dash of the Singaporean culture. If you like Singaporean cuisine, this will serve as an added attraction. You will also get to learn some Singlish, Malay, Hokkien, Cantonese, and Mandarin along the way. If I speak Tamil, I would have definitely included more of it. Vanakkam, hello. Song lyrics that are deemed appropriate to the respective portions of this book have also been included. The titles of the songs are appended accordingly and you can YouTube it. Staying true to the belief that a picture speaks 1,000 words, graphics have also been included in the unfolding pages. They serve to provide some comic relief. In summary, this book will appeal to your eyes, ears, heart, mind, and most importantly, your soul. Okay. All set, Liao. Hope you will find this book shyok. The general meaning of the word Liao can be roughly interpreted as already. The word shyok means very enjoyable or pleasing, used as a term of general approval. Singlish want Shui. Long live Singlish.
As you immerse in the scriptures presented in this book, you will be drawn into an exciting and intriguing plot interwoven in fabrics of evil, mystery, murder, victory, love and much more. It is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Brace yourself for an exciting time in the Word. Get to see Jesus hidden in the Old Testament and have a taste of the Amos experience. Witness for yourself the salvation plan of God from before antiquity to the present church age that we live in. Marvel at the profound wisdom of the triune God as he obscured the identity of the promised seed from the frustrated master villain, who played the hide-and-seek game over thousands of years. The Haman versus Mordecai saga in the Book of Esther was a foreshadowing of Satan's humiliating defeat. Esther 7:10. Satan knew that the promised seed would come from the Jews, but he did not know who exactly. This probably explains the disproportionate hatred towards the Jews in general. He tried to kill the promised seed by attempting to exterminate the entire Jewish race. However, God worked behind the scene to thwart Satan's sinister attempt and turned the table against him. It was a demonstration of God's signature move, beating Satan at his own game. The Jews were eventually saved from complete decimation. Today, this significant victory is celebrated as the Festival of Purim in Israel. This is just an appetizer before the main course. So, tighten your spiritual seatbelt and dive right into this exhilarating ride through the passage of time as we unravel one of the greatest biblical mysteries since time immemorial.
The sole objective of this book is to attempt to make you salivate for the Word of God. This is motivated by 1 Peter 2:2-3. We will follow the lead of the foundation and reference scriptures all the way through to the New Testament.
In the course of this journey, we will be making many interesting observations from scriptures. For example, 1. God's signature move. 2. The crime Adam committed. 3. The identity of the missing man in the account of the adulterous woman brought before Jesus. 4. The principle of representation and identification. 5. The significance of the bruising of the serpent's head and the heel of the seed. 6. The many attempts by Satan to exterminate the promised seed. 7. How Chinese martial arts is akin to the concept of cornerstone. 8. How God served poetic justice on Satan. 9. How it is all about Jesus' faith in and obedience to God and not ours. 10. How Jabez and Joseph were types of Jesus. 11. How low a level God the Son condescended as Jesus the man. 12. How the Bible interprets the Bible. 13. How the Hokkien phrase Mai Tu liao encapsulates the meaning of Ephesians 5:16. 14. How the righteous of God are beneficiaries of a recession. These are just some examples of the many observations that we will be making in this book.
Grab a copy of the book to find out more.
The views presented in the book are based on my understanding and observations. Readers are encouraged to check to the relevant scriptures to draw their own conclusions.